Let's check in on my Ficus Elastica propagation. I have propagated the fiddleleaf fig many times, but this is the first time I propagated a rubber plant. As they are both ficus plants, I have used the same method. Happily, both of my cuttings have rooted, so let's go through the method I used to water propagate the ficus. Use this method to rescue a sad plant, to encourage branching on a happy plant, and of course to make new plants. Your first step is to take the cutting. You want to use clean, sharp shears and take a cutting near a node. This is where the branches grow. You want at least an inch of stem below any leaves. Being so, you may need to strip the bottom leaves off your cutting. The next step, which is a very important one, is to let your cutting callous overnight. This hardened layer will protect the stem from rotting. I do this when propagating any woody plant and also cacti. Once your cutting has calloused, you can pop it straight into water. You want to leave your cutting in a warm and humid spot. I then opt to top up the water as needed instead of changing completely. The cutting will release its own rooting hormones. You also want to avoid disturbing any potential roots. As they're growing, they are quite fragile and easy to knock off. You can use clear or colored glass. Colored glass does help to prevent algae growth. Keep in mind your propagation may be a little bit slower to root. Once your plant starts to root, you can move it to a bigger vessel. Make sure it has enough room to grow without touching the sides of your glass. Once the roots are at least 2 inches long, you can transfer it to soil. You can also keep it as a hydro plant and add nutrients monthly. You can propagate the ficus straight into soil. I much prefer water propagation because I like to see exactly what is happening. Water propagation is also less work. For soil propagation, there's a bit of a balance between keeping the soil consistently moist, but not too moist or your cutting will rot. Water propagation is more of a set and forget. As for the mother plant, she is thriving after her chop. She is pushing out new growth on all of the node points. Each of these will turn into its own branch. You can see some are already starting to form. Just like the cutting, a warm and humid spot is best. If you missed my previous video and are wondering how I ended up in this predicament, this Ficus Elastica was outside over winter and apparently it kept the snail population alive. I am thankful they left my bigger gal alone. Both the snail and the plant are now doing fine. And now you know how to propagate your rubber plant.